Well, how to do? I thought I would just tune in again. I did get a Yabo in. Wanted to open it up and share it up with you. I know there's some things just wasn't right. I checked out the new prices on the HU blends. It looks like they've gone up in price a little bit. Not sure why, but it is what it is. So I found two of my favorite. Well, one is my favorite. I've had that one before, and the other one I haven't had but just once. Uh, Brian Doran, Beans 316, had some at Tyler's shop, and he shared some of that with us, and it was pretty good. Haven't been able to see it, haven't been able to find it. It's just not available, but this site had it. So, what we're going to do is we're going to grab a few. Oh, that one's heavy. This is a bowl for a meerschaum. Not a meerschaum, a falcon. A falcon. And there's a guy making cobs, and I have the materials and the parts to make them. I sort of just kind of wanted to see how to drill it out because I don't know how to do that. I'm sure I'd mess it up, just like I did that bulldog the other night. Gonna grab me a knife. Whoop. Nice little knife. Fits perfect in the hand. Can't go wrong with that. When you cutting, cold steel works. And get that open. There's something else I'm really excited about getting, and it's not going to be what you think it is. Get that open. Dunnage. Right on top, too. I've been wanting to try this for a long time, and I haven't got to try it yet. Look at that. Whoop, 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 whoop. I know. I have heard this is stout. This is like Tyson in its prime. Strong. I like that. I just hope it has some flavor to it, not just nicotine. But we'll see. We'll see. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, look at that. They wrap that up to the point that you can't even get to it. That's why you use a sharp knife and you always pull away. All those. Needed to get the free shipping. Oh, they threw in some freebies. I did not order those. That is a new thing. Oh, no, I did order these. Wasn't thinking. I thought they were freebies. That would have been awesome. St. Bruno 1 and St. Bruno 2 rubbed. I do like the flakes. I do want to smoke these, but not tonight. I'm going to try that Five Brothers. Let's see what else we got going on in here. I know these are HU blends. Just need to get them out of here, and something else is in here as well. Some will like it, some won't. Don't matter. I did get a sample of Virginia #1 from Jeffries from Pipe with a Life with a Pipe. Life is better with a pipe. That's it. I wanted to get some fresh ones, and those are going to go straight into the cellar. I'm not even going to look at them. Let's see what date they got. Oh, August 20, is that 5th or 6th? That looks like 25, maybe. Nope, I stand corrected. Well, it has to be 25. Yeah, it's 25. This is a year old. Not bad. Be something to try, you know? And that's what I really want. I want to get a good pipe full of that. That is all right. That was made, that was tinned in October of 25. And this, if you like, wait for it, wait for it, Dark Fire, Kentucky, in Yabo. That was in March of 25. This is over a year old. Once this gets dried out, this stuff is good. This was one of their cheapest blends they have. And Daba breaks down to meeting. Good meeting. Good name. That came from Tyler's shop the first time I got it. And I asked him, I said, which one should I get? He said, then Daba's my favorite. And it's nice. If you like dark fire, it has just the right amount. It's got rubbed Virginias, dark fired Virginias, Kentucky, Kentucky. Oh, I know. They do two things pretty decent: chicken and tobacco. That's what I'm saying. They also make the Corvette. There's another one. Alcohol and chocolate truffles. I know. It's all right. Had an ex-girlfriend. She left a box of those in my refrigerator. We broke up. I found those things a year later. I was out on a date, brought her home, opened up the refrigerator, and there it was. We ate all of those. We got all messed up. They were pretty good. And you know what? I don't do zip bags. That's why you got a knife. You can just cut that bag and toss it. It's going to go in there in the garbage anyways. That's a little smaller than I thought. That's a little smaller. That's going to go on a Falcon. Now I'm going to grab one right now. Take the sifter off. Just going to screw that on. We're going to see what it's doing. It's all right. Not bad. Mine are a lot bigger than these ones. This one's small. This one's just barely over. I might want to use a different Falcon for that. But I have no complaints about that. You just cut that small hole out and off you go. Yeah, I was hoping to make some to give out as gifts. I'm not going to go into business. I'm not buying another person's stuff just to remake it and make a buck. Just not who I am. I'd sooner make one and give it away than to take money out of people's pockets. Just if it became my thing, that would be different, but it's not going to be my thing. I do like the stain on that though. That's all right. I bet you that'll smoke nice. So let's get to business. Oh yeah. I'm a Virginia man. I do like dark fire Kentucky. I like it better than Virginia, but I do like Virginia over Burley, but also like Burley too. You can judge me. I'm all right with that. Be lesser of my sins, if you know what I'm saying. Come on now. Oh, it ain't gonna give it up. They must use the industrial tape on this. Yeah, I ain't gonna get whooped in front of you. So we're gonna get to business and we're just gonna go whoop. That's the end of that. Never underestimate a knife for the solution. That's what that looks like in there. Ooh, that looks so good. You don't get a full 2 ounces with it, but get a good snootful. That is a shag cut. That is definitely a shag cut, like a nice shag, 1970s. It's a little young back in the 70s. I was under 10. I didn't truly get to appreciate the shag carpet. but I know what it is. I've seen plenty. This stuff comes dry. It's breaking apart, pulling. There's no drying time. You might even want to put a little moisture on that, but that's all right. I think it'll smoke just fine. It being a shag cut, it's going to burn quick. I already know that's going to burn quick, but you know what? The best part about shag cut, you can love it, you can hate it, don't matter. I have never packed a pipe wrong with a shag cut. That penny farthing comes in a shag cut. You can pack that as tight as you want. As soon as you put the heat on it, it starts to loosen up and off you go. It's another blend with Dark Fire Kentucky in it. Imagine that. Got my share. Either way, we are going to get this smoking because I don't want to spend all night with you. I mean, I like y'all and everything, but you may not like me. Definitely after 20 minutes. Had a friend ask me, wanted me to go overseas with him. He's like, and what he was doing was they're selling tickets to this thing, and by getting so many people, they get a discount. They wanted me to participate, and he kept bugging me about it, and I was on the fence, and I don't know if I want to go. And I just got to the point, I got tired of hearing it. What I did was, I just said, do you want to be on a plane for over 10 hours with me and you can't get away from me? He said, never mind. I guess I don't want you to go. And then I used to call him up and I'd be like, hey, you want me to get a ticket of that? No, 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 no. We're fine. We're fine. That's the best. Do you want to be on an airplane with me for more than 10 hours? Think about it. You can't get away from me. You will beg and you will cry. See how that packed? I packed that nice and tight. It's still even loose. Look at that. I'm jamming my finger in that like it's the Powerball win button. Win. It ain't too tight. I got room. I'm gonna put more in there. I did eat before I decided to open this up, so I knew what I was in for. People have said this stuff is strong. It's cheap too. Can't go wrong with that. You play something right and you do it decent, you got my money. I'll try that. Let's get that around the edge. See if we can get that center up there. All that packing, it still draws nice. Ignition. That's subtle. I was expecting it to be a little rough. Ooh, that exhale. That that's a little different. Once you blow that out, that flavor's good. That's solid. I would smoke that all day. There was an after flavor that's just a little bit off from what the other, and it's probably from the lack of Virginias in this. There are Virginias in this. I probably should have did some research. Anything written on there is this pipe tobacco is manufactured from carefully selected leaf. Well, you'd think you'd put the components on there at least, but it was inexpensive and Ink costs money. Mm, that was a little warm. Mm. Message went out today across our IM. They call it Slack. I guess out of 200 people, I was employee of the month. Me and another gentleman, Ruben, employee of the month. That bar must not have been set too high. I just said, show me the money. I ain't in it for the trophies. Give me a trophy. Oh, I feel good about that. Give me some of that folding money. You got my attention. Unfortunately, I don't think there's any money. I think there might be a gift certificate you can buy food with. You could buy me a tin of tobacco and I'd probably be better off. I don't know about better off, but I'd be happier. Especially if you got that in Daba, Virginia, #1. Absolutely. Mm. Nice smoky blend. Thought it was out. It wasn't out. It just needed to be relit. I haven't smoked anything since I've been home. I can already feel nicotine in this, and that doesn't happen often. I won't be finishing this pipe. That retro tingles a little bit, and it smooths out at the end, and it goes away. For as strong as that is, that's rare. Usually those stronger blends, they they light you up a little bit. Depends on what the tobacco it is too. For me, those bright and dark Virginias like from Orlick, I smoke that. I can smoke a pipe of that. If I go for a second one, and every now and then I do, I pick a small pipe because that pipe will make the room get small, world gets big, and then I start wanting to cough something up that I don't want to cough up. There's no shame in that. Happens to everybody. Everybody's gotten a little weak smoking a pipe, and if you haven't, you just haven't. You haven't yet. It's gonna happen. Mm. Mm. That shag cut is doing its job. It's keeping that lit. Doesn't it doesn't plug up. That's one nice thing about shag cut. It just doesn't. You I have yet to pack it wrong in any pipe, whether it's a Falcon, a Cobb, a Briar. It's sort of like a Rhodesian that I'm smoking out of tonight. What is that? That's a Torino. Torino. I liked it because it had the square shank. That stem. That stem I loved. Pipe smoke's good. Some one of the inexpensive pipes I bought that were brand new, but again, you don't need to spend $300 on a pipe unless you're in love with it. I wasn't in love with it, but I did like the shank, and I do like the stem. Stem might get used somewhere else. I don't know. That is, if I mess up the pipe, you never know. Gonna hit this a little hard. See if I can get it to bite me. I mess with the cat like that too. He'll bite you. He won't play around. He won't bite you normally, but if you mess with him, he ain't playing. No bite. Absolutely none. I didn't get any heat out of that. It's just nothing but tobacco and smoke. You get a nice nutty out of this, a nice nutty flavor. Not That's the thing with smoking pipes. The flavors and the sensations and everything, it's a different language. I say I ate a piece of cake that was sweet. You have an idea of what that tastes like. You smoke Virginias, that sweetness is more of a feeling. That's sort of where that nut flavor, how it makes your mouth feel. A lot of people get away from the aromatics. Not that there's anything wrong with them. God help you. You don't point that out. People get crazy. You go, those are sweet, but they are sweet to taste. You get the aromatic through the nasal capacity. All that sweetness is up here. But Virginia's, sometimes dark fire is that way too. It's a sweeter blend, believe it or not, even though it's smoky. You get that sensation down here. There's a different feeling, just like aromatics. I've never tasted the sweetness here. It's always, you get that. It's sort of like if you plug your nose and eat an onion, tastes just like an apple. As soon as that nose opens up, boom, you get all that flavor, and you either start crying or you start smiling. I'm a smiler. I have yet to find an onion that makes me cry. I'm sure people have different opinions on it. I am not the smartest monkey in the room, but I can only tell you what I know, and that's what I know until I talk to somebody else and go, this is what I think. And I go, and I'm an open guy. Tell me something like that, I'll go, you know what? I want to pay attention. I might learn something. If I learn something, then that's a good thing. Mm-hmm. That Five Brothers. For the price point of that, that is not a bad blend. That was very inexpensive, like silly, like $6 a pouch, maybe eight. You ain't going wrong with that. It's a nice burley blend, strong. That nicotine went up, and I could feel it, and then it sort of just kind of it's hanging out there. It's not taking me any further, which that might just be me, but I've smoked some strong blends and not had that happen where I get overwhelmed. It's just certain tobaccos will do that, and burley's not one of them. People talk about haunted bookshop being strong. I smoke that back to back all day, every day, and it just doesn't overwhelm me. I don't know if everybody's just feeling something different or that blend's just not that strong. Throw some Kentucky Friar in there and some Virginias in there, all bets are off. Well, I have taken up plenty of your time tonight. You enjoy yourself. I think I'm going to try St. Bruno's next, and I'm going to put Dark Sea out, put it in a bowl, let it dry out overnight. Probably smoke that in the morning. Either way, I appreciate you watching. If you have anything to say, leave a comment. If you like it, like it. If not, if not. I'm not one to tell you what to do. I just do whatever you want to do. Either way, I have enjoyed this, and I hope you are smoking your favorite tobacco, or at least good tobacco, and don't let your pipes thirst. You have a good night.